Hey, what is up everyone? Let's continue learning HTML. Now that you have the basic structure of an HTML document, please go ahead and mess around with it, add some content, delete some content so that you can get some practice. Now inside my document, I will add another line of text saying, let's say, wow, this is amazing. Now before I save it and show you the output, I want you to guess how the browser will show this content. Will the browser show the content as it is, meaning will it show the content in two lines since we have two lines of content, or will it display all in a single line? So let's save and check it. Let's refresh the page. As you can see, even though we have two lines of content, it is showing all in one line. This is because the web browsers don't usually take any notice of what line your code is on. It also doesn't take any notice of spaces. Alright, even though like if I add some space between these and amazing and refresh it, as you can see the page it doesn't take any notice of the space which we have added. If you want the text to appear on different lines, or rather, if you intend there to be two distinct blocks of text, then you need to explicitly state that. Now it's time to introduce you to the paragraph tag. We define the paragraph tag in a following way. First, we will be using the p tag, which stands for paragraph tag. First, we will define the opening tag, then we will add some content. Let's copy this content and paste it in between. Now it's time to close our content. So now what our HTML will do is whatever is inside between these opening and closing tag is considered as a paragraph. Uh, for example, let's add another paragraph and let's also add the closing tag. In between this, I will be adding, let's cut this and paste it in between our paragraph tag. Alright, now let's save this and refresh the page. As you can see, we have two lines of code, and as I said, browsers don't really take spaces seriously. As you can see, there is no space in between. Alright, let's say we want to like add some text formatting inside this paragraph. We can use two tags, emphasis and strong. Let's say let's remove this spaces, it's looking not nice. So let's add another paragraph saying, yes, that really is, let's say, exciting. Let's also add a warning, level of excitement may cause head to explode. Let's close the paragraph tag. Alright, now what I really want is, I want this is or this exciting tag, exciting word to emphasize, meaning I want it to display in italic. What I can do is I can use another tag which is emphasize. Please note that inside paragraph we'll be using another tag that will be called as nesting of HTML elements. This whole thing is called an HTML element. One more thing which before we jump on to emphasize and all, which one more thing which I want to discuss here is what are difference between a tag and an HTML element. This is called a tag, this is called a closing, this is called as a closing tag. Similarly, this is called as a tag, this is called as closing tag. All right, now that's clear, right? So opening tag and a closing tag and content inside this will make an HTML element. So this is actually called as HTML element and these are HTML tags. So those are the difference. So now I want this exciting text to be italic. So I will say em, I will use the em tag and I will wrap, and I will close the EM right after warning. Now if I save it, as you can see, the exciting word is now italicized. It's in italic, right? So similarly, I also want this warning to be displayed in bold. What I can do is I can use another tag, which is strong tag. I can just wrap this. This is the opening strong tag, and I will define the closing strong tag here. Meaning whatever is inside these strong tags will be considered as a bold text. It will give more importance and it will highlight the text. For example, if I refresh it now, as you can see, there we have it. Now we have bold warning text and italic exciting text. All right. Similarly, for example, let us consider like these two are in a, let's consider that these two are in a same single line, same single paragraph. Let's actually remove this paragraph. Now let's save it. As you can see, there we have it. We have them in one single line, but without using another paragraph tag, we can also define line break using a tag called as br. Let's say let's open up the br tag. Let's save it and refresh. As you can see, there we have defined our br tag, and now whatever the text is right after this br tag, you will be in the next line, as you can see. So you might also notice that for the br tag there is no closing tag, right? That's because there is no HTML, sorry, there is no content between the br tag, so we don't have to specify the closing tag of br. It's just a tag for line break, meaning it will break the line and make the content appear in the next line. Now that we have learned about paragraphs and how we can define it, let's move on to headings. First, I want to show you one example. Let's open up our Wikipedia here. Let's maximize it a bit. Alright, let's open Wikipedia, search for our HTML article. There we have it. I want you to right click and hit on inspect. As you can see, there we have some heading, right? So I want you to right click on it and click on inspect. As you can see, we have a heading tag. That's how heading tags are used. Let's search for another subheading. Let's right click on this. As you can see, before to that, as you can see, there is an h1 tag, meaning in HTML we use h1 as heading tags. There are many other heading tags which we'll be discussing in this video. So let's right click and hit on inspect. As you can see, there we have it. There is our heading 2 tag, h2 tag. As you can see, clearly see the difference. This h1, which is this content is defined using h1, it is a lot bigger. This content is defined using s2, it is smaller than that, right? So that's how we can use headings in our web page. Let's jump back to our code here. All right. There are like 6 levels of heading starting from h1 to s6. In Wikipedia, we saw an example for h1 and h2. Now let's define an heading using h1. I will say my first heading. Let's save it and refresh this page. As you can see, there we have our very first heading in our HTML document. Now what I will do is I will just copy this and paste it 5 more times. And I will change this to, I will change the second one to h2, third one to h3, h4, h5 and h6. Similarly, I will also change the closing tags as well. Make sure you also do the same. All right, now let's save it and refresh. As you can see, there we are seeing 6 levels of heading. H1 will be the biggest one and S6 will be the smallest one. I hope you got the difference. All right. Now using there are some rules about how we can use these headings. Note that the h1 tag is only used once. It is used as the main heading of the page. S2 and S6, however, can be used as often as desired, but they should always be used in order as they were intended. For example, and H4 should be a subheading of S3, which should be a subheading of an S2. So to help you understand it better, I will remove these 6 levels of heading. What I will do is I will define an H1 heading here, my first web page, right? Next, I will define an S2. Let's also close it. Inside this, I will add my heading level 2, what this is, and then I will define a paragraph, a simple HTML page put together using HTML. Let's close the paragraph tag. I will define another S2, why this is. Let's close the S2. We'll define the paragraph, to learn HTML. That's what we are doing here, right? All right, let's close the paragraph tag. Now let's save this and click on refresh. As you can see, you can clearly see that this is the main heading of a web page. This is a subheading and this is the answer for this. This is the another subheading. This is the answer for this. You can clearly see in what order they fall in, right? Clearly, this is a subheading of this heading. This is a subheading for this heading. All right, and these subheadings are in the similar level. So that's how we intend to use these heading tags. Make sure you also follow these rules so that your web page looks consistent. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope you guys learned something about paragraphs and headings. Alright, in the next video, we'll be discussing about HTML lists, how you can create lists using HTML. Before we end this video, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you haven't liked this video, please don't forget to give a thumbs up on this video. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.